Welcome to the Hilton Head Living Podcast. I am your host, O.T. Gibbons. The mission of this podcast is to make sure you know everything going on Hilton Head Island, all the places to go, all the events that are happening, and anything that you need to be at to make sure you get the most out of your time on the island. I am joined as always by my co-host, my beautiful wife, and the star of our content, Jessica Gibbons. How you doing, Jess?
Hi.
As always on the podcast, we're going to start with the things that are happening this week. This week being Thanksgiving, or next week being Thanksgiving?
Next week being Thanksgiving.
Next week
going through it. We're
yep,
going through it all.
Going through Thanksgiving. We're going through the stuff the weekend after Thanksgiving. We're hitting all that stuff. After that, we're going to talk about the best new thing that we tried this week. And then we're going to answer the people as to what they want to know about the most. So with that, let's get started as to what's going on this week. What's going on during Thanksgiving?
So first, the upcoming weekend, so 17th, 18th, 19th, we discussed it last time on the podcast, but just real quick, there's the holiday kickoff at the Arts Center where you get to see Santa, Christmas music, and arts and crafts, lots to do. That is Saturday. And then the Nutcracker is all weekend also. This is the last weekend that you can see it. So make sure that you do at the Sea Hall Cultural Center. And then the Lantern Parade is on Saturday. It starts at Adler Park Beach, where I believe it's Loggerheads Tavern on the beach there. They start there and they walk along the beach to Caligny. Technically, anybody can join, but you have to have a lantern. But these are super elaborate lanterns, big cranes that are attached to the people walking. What I've seen of it, super cool. We have not been yet, so we're going, and I'm really excited about it. And then once they get to Caligny, they're going to go up to Low Country Celebration Park, and I guess there's going to be food trucks and live music, a little after party there.
Is this something that you've told me that I'm going to, or am I just finding out on the podcast that I'm going? I'm going to this lantern.
No,
thing?
I've told you.
Do we have to make the lanterns?
No, we're not going to be in it. We're not going to be in it. There's also a live band that leads the parade too.
Oh wow!
So it seems really cool. I'm really excited about it, and it starts about 5:45 when it gets dark. And there's family fishing night on Friday, the 17th, from 4 to 6 at the Rowing and Sailing Center, and you do have to register through the islandreccenter.org.
Do you have any idea where the Rowing and Rec Center is?
Yes, it's really close to us, so really close to the Skull Creek marina and restaurants. Okay. Like super close to it.
Okay, very cool.
And then the Festival of Trees starts Friday until December 2nd, and that's at the Marriott Hilton Head Resort and Spa. Is this the Friday
before after Thanksgiving?
No, it's this Friday.
This
the
Friday
17th.
It starts and it goes till the 2nd. Okay.
Yes, and I guess they have a big room full of different decorated trees. Again, it will be our first time going. And apparently you can buy the trees there too. And the donations go to the Hilton Head Prep School Tuition Assistance Program.
Are you just telling me all these things that we're going to on the podcast so that when I do the podcast and when I do the editing, I have a better chance of remembering all the things that we're going to? Is that what's happening right now? Because I'm just hearing a couple of these.
This one is brand new. I hadn't told you about this one yet.
Okay. All right.
I should have lied and said we've told you about this.
Yeah. You could have said that you did. I would have believed it.
Yes. So. And one I'm doing, the Turkey Trot 5K on Thanksgiving. It is also through islandrec.org. I think there might be a few spots left. It is $45. It's at 8 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day. It starts at Skull Creek Boathouse, and it goes through Hilton Head Plantation. And my sister-in-law, your sister, lovely sister, is making me do this. I am not a runner, so if you see me, please do not judge me. It's only a 5K, 3 miles, but that's hard when you're not a runner.
I know that you've been very, very nervous, and literally training has like little things that interval training that you've gotten online. Like just because you work out doesn't mean you can run. And I know that you're very nervous about it. So if you see her, let her know she's doing good. Me. Yeah, encourage her. I'll be out there filming. No way I'm running that. But good luck to everybody.
The route goes past our house, so maybe I'll just take a little pit stop and then join when people are going back.
Yeah, you've done all this work to train for it.
I have gotten better. I have definitely gotten better.
You've really been trying like really hard to people don't understand. Like, I know how nervous you are, so it's okay. You're gonna do it. I have faith in you. We'll be cheering you on. We'll have wine waiting for you at the end.
Yeah, it would be morning, so I'd like a mimosa, please.
Mimosa's waiting at the end.
And by a mimosa, I mean champagne with a drop of orange juice. If you can't make it to the holiday kickoff, there is plenty more time to see Santa. So start the Friday after Thanksgiving. Okay. There's a Black Friday shopping at Cligney Plaza, and Santa will fly over in a helicopter.
Wait, what?
Yeah, at 12:45. So, and at 11:30 to 1, there's a kids show. And then after he flies over, you can take pictures with Santa from 1 to 2:30. And the shops are having Black Friday deals. And there's a Santa bar crawl from 2:30 to 3:30.
And this is where?
At Cligney Plaza.
At Cligney Plaza. Do you think the helicopter flight, it's got to be the tour that we took, right?
Probably the HH flies.
Yeah, by the way, if that is, I don't know if it is in fact HH flies, but that helicopter tour over Hilton Head still like one of the coolest experiences we've done. But that's one of the coolest things. Like, I've had, you do the fire truck Santa and all that stuff, but the helicopter Santa, Hilton Head, doing it up with the Santa Claus. I love that. You got to do that. Are we going to that? Yeah. I kind of want to see it.
We are now. I mean,
awesome.
Yeah. When do you get to see Santa hanging out a helicopter?
I got to see it. I have to know. It's awesome.
And then lots to do in Sea Pines for the weekend after. So starting the week before, so the 21st to the 25th, there are Thanksgiving wagon rides. It's 22 adult, 18 a child, and you have to make reservations, which you just go online to do. And it starts at the Heritage Farms in Sea Pines. And then there's also Friday. Friday's very busy. We're going to be busy Friday.
There's a lot of stuff. This is the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the day after Thanksgiving. So in Sea Pines, it's the first day of Harbor Lights, where they light up the big Christmas tree at about dusk. No, I think it's 7:30. They light up the big tree at 7:30, and then right after that, you get a Greg Russell concert right after that.
Right.
And the Liberty Oaks underneath the big Liberty tree, where he does his concerts in the summer in Sea Pines. And then there's the Caramel Apple Festival that Sunday, the 25th, from 1 to 3. It looks like really fun for kids, face painting, crafts, caramel apples. It's either $6 per apple or $18 for all-inclusive. And then there's also the Christmas tree lighting at the Salty Dog, and the whole village gets lit up about dusk, 5 p.m. Santa will be riding on his floating sleigh from 3 to 3:30.
That's awesome.
And there's a complimentary fireside s'mores and hot cocoa bar, 3 to 7. That's every Saturday in December. There's live music. There'll be Christmas trains in the Land's End Tavern. And the Christmas Village will go on until New Year's. And if you miss Santa there, you get to see him at the Shelter Cove Marina on also Friday, the 24th.
Santa's all over the place. A lot of chances for kids to go get a photo of Santa.
Yes.
That's how I take it.
Tell Santa what they want for Christmas. That will be from 12 to 2:30, right by the Neptune statue. And it's a free event. There'll be holiday music and train rides. And the first 250 kids get gingerbread cookies from the social bakery there, too. So you know it's going to be a good cookie. They are also taking unwrapped gifts or canned foods for the holidays.
Very cool. Definitely encourage the canned food drive. We're a big part of that. Definitely donate your cans.
And that's also the turkey trot. They're accepting canned goods for the Deep Well Project and other charities on the island. So if you miss Santa then, or if you just want to see Santa again on the 25th, he'll be at the village of Wexford, where this is a little different. You get story time at Island Child with Santa at 1:45. And then you have pictures following that from 2 to 4, and the gingerbread trail, which I guess kids can go to different stores and get little treats. The Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra Holiday Pops concert is on the Sunday, the 26th at 4 p.m. at the First Presbyterian Church, and on Monday at 7:30, and tickets start at $25. I think that would be a really fun Christmas concert to go to.
I got a question for you. I know you've probably planned out our weekend already, and we got our niece and nephew coming to visit. What would be the top of your list to hit?
Well, what we are doing is the Cligney, the flyover in the helicopter, because where else do you see that? And that's Friday. And then Saturday, doing South Beach Marina Salty Dog Christmas Village. I think that will be really cool with the hot cocoa and everything all lit up. I think that would be really neat to see.
Okay, that's everything happening this weekend. Hopefully, if you're visiting or if you're having people visit, this gives you a better idea of what you might want to go to, where you might want to be, and what events you can go see Santa at. So with that, let's get into this past week and what we thought were the best new things that we tried. What do you have on your list?
Well, I did. I have some hip issues and lower body issues, and with trying to train for this 5K, I recently went to Restore Wellness and did red light therapy for heat and then the cryotherapy chamber for coldness to help. And I really think I need to continue doing it until I'm done with the race, but I really think it's helping. And it was an interesting experience, especially the cryotherapy chamber of somebody who does not like the cold. But it's only for 3 minutes, and you get to listen to a song. You get to pick out your song that you get to listen to, and it goes by faster than you think it would. So, and you feel really good afterwards.
She picked Taylor Swift's "Shake It Off" for the record. My best new thing is that there was a golf special for $45 to play Dolphin Head. We live in the Hilton Head Plantation. For people who don't know, there are 4 golf courses in the plantation. 3 of them are semi-private public courses that you can just pay to go play. Dolphin Head is one of them. They had a deal. I went to play it. It was incredible. Super fun golf course. I think it's normally like $60 during the week, and I don't know that it even gets over $100 on the weekend. Maybe at peak season it does, but really fun golf course. Really enjoyed it. Really good combination of fair test and also difficult. So really enjoyed that. That was my favorite new thing. What did the people want to know about?
The question for this week is where to go for a nice romantic date night dinner.
Okay.
And I always tell people to go to Ella's on the Water in Shelter Cove Marina. That's been my favorite date night place. The ambience is really nice. You have beautiful water views. The food is delicious. And then you have the marina that you can walk around before or afterwards.
I have 2 answers to this.
No, you can only have one.
Nope, I'm going with 2. I'm the host. I make the rules. All right, so number 1 would be if you're looking for the best food. I think Wise Guys has, to this point, been the best food that I've had on the island. It's one of the best steaks I've ever had, and everything I eat there is really good. So really like Wise Guys. That's on the north end of the island, right on Main Street, right near the entrance to Hilton Head Plantation. For the best view, best experience, most Hilton Head experience, the old Oyster Factory. I would not go there during peak season. The parking lot and line are a total nightmare. But in the off season, on a nice evening, the views are absolutely incredible, unmatched. I mean, you can't go anywhere and find that kind of view. It sits right there on the water, 180-degree view, ridiculous. Really a good time, good experience, good date night spot.
Well, if you got to do 2, then I'm going to do 2.
Okay.
Because we both said afterwards it was one of our best date night experiences in general. And it's the Chop House 119, where that was a very different experience. We had a wonderful time. There was a guy singing great songs where he'd walk around.
Friday and Saturday night, he plays from, I think it's 7 to 10?
6 to 9.
6 to 9. He plays from 6 to 9, and that's Friday night. It's a guy singing. He sings stuff like Sinatra and Tom Petty and and Elvis and stuff like that. And people get up from their meals and they dance, and that was really fun. And then on Saturdays, apparently they have a saxophone player that's really good. But the vibe is very, very fun. What we recommended to my parents to go there was, it is kind of expensive, but you could go there, sit at the bar, split an appetizer, split a meal, and it would be a pretty reasonable dinner, and you could get that experience and really have a very fun time.
I think it would be a good for like an anniversary, like in a special occasion, a birthday or anniversary. I think it's a beautiful restaurant. It's so pretty.
It is.
It's like I said, the ambiance is really, it's a great date night. Like you feel special. And if you want to ask us any questions, just email us at hiltonheadliving@gmail.com and we'd be happy to answer your questions.